Holly, as we dissect what the jury might be doing, the first thing they have to establish is that Chad Cobb had help. It's one thing as an advantage, for the defense to say, hey, look, we have the guy who admitted to what he did. We have the killer right there. And they can try to argue that maybe he didn't have help, or as we'll talk about in a little bit, that maybe the person who did help him isn't Erica Stefanko. But the idea that he did this alone, the evidence is pretty clear that's not the case, right?
Exactly right, Jesse. In fact, if we look at Erica's own words, this is the biggest key, point of the trial, in my opinion, my legal opinion, is Erica's own words. Chad Cobb is a terrible witness for the state. Unlikable, regrettable, trying to absolve himself of responsibility, even though he's guilty of the crime. How is it that he did not strangle this victim and yet did everything else? Unbelievable, because it's not true. So I think if we cross him out, and I believe that's part of the issue with the jury right now, they're struggling with the fact that this guy's a liar, he's inconsistent, he's so excited to get on the stand and create these bizarre details that aren't even true about whether or not the pizza was half mushroom and half pepperoni. He's lit up to tell the story about how it's Erica's fault, and that's just the worst fumble, I think, as a witness for the state. I'm sure the state was shocked when he said some of those details. So that was regrettable. But if we look at Erica's own words,
For them,
we
yes, it
know that she
probably
admitted
was.
that. Yeah. And Erica admits half of the things that the state just mentioned in their closing. So we really have to look back. If it was someone else that made that phone call, another female, then that would probably be a third person, because Erica has already admitted that she transported Chad to and from the scene. In fact, if we go back to the recordings, I'm sure we'll touch on this in a moment, Jesse. When we listen to Erica hatch the plan and describe to Cindy Cobb how she hatched this plan with Chad and talked to him about it and encouraged him to do it, told him she would accept and love him still if this murder was carried out. I think we can't really get away from
Right.
that recording.
Well, I want to get into that, but let's just, focus on Chad Cobb for a minute more, because again, he was one of the key witnesses for the state. And as you were just saying, Holly, there were a lot of things that he said that they probably didn't want him to say. But at the end of the day, he was really strong and adamant that Erica Stefanko is the one who helped him. Watch.
So you went up to this location where Ashley died to clean up and get a phone. Is that right?